They tried to silence her voice, but her success became the loudest revenge. Before we begin this emotional true-to-life story, take a second. Hit that subscribe button right now to never miss a story of strength, injustice, and victory. Because sometimes, the most powerful change starts with awareness. White right pointing backhand index, click here to subscribe. https://www.youtube.com at the Untold struggles. Sub_confirmation equals 1 inch. It was a warm April morning in suburban Maryland. The sound of school buses echoed through the neighborhood as students poured into Jefferson High School, backpacks slung, laughter bouncing through the courtyard. Among them walked Amara Johnson, a quiet but brilliant 17-year-old senior who had dreams far bigger than anyone knew. Her eyes always carried purpose, but also something deeper, the weight of being different in a place that still didn't know how to treat her fairly. Her project, a solar-powered water purification system designed to help rural African villages, had earned her the top grade in the state's science competition. It was her ticket to MIT. But inside room 204, her teacher, Mrs. Margaret Allen, saw something else, something she didn't want to reward. "Amara," Mrs. Allen said with a thin smile, flipping through Amara's report. "You're ambitious. But this is too advanced for a high school project. Are you sure you did this yourself?" Amara froze. "Yes, I've been working on it since sophomore year. You can check my research logs." Mrs. Allen smirked. "Logs can be faked." That moment, that single doubt, was the spark that lit a storm. When grades came out, Amara's heart sank. Across the digital screen on her school portal, a single red letter burned like a scar, F. Her classmates gasped when they saw it. Even Lucas, the boy who barely showed up to class, had a higher grade. "She failed you," her best friend Jade whispered. "Girl, that's insane. You taught half of us this project." Amara tried to hold back tears. "I'll talk to her." She approached Mrs. Allen after class, her voice trembling. "Mrs. Allen, there must be a mistake." "There's no mistake," Allen said, not looking up from her papers. "You didn't follow the proper guidelines. And I don't tolerate dishonesty." "Dishonesty?" Amara repeated, her voice breaking. "I didn't cheat." Allen leaned closer. "Listen, dear. People like you often overreach. Maybe next time, try something more realistic." That was it. That sentence. It wasn't just about science. It wasn't just about a grade. It was about the invisible wall she had been hitting her whole life. If you're feeling this story already, stop scrolling for a second. Stories like Amara's are happening every day, often unheard, often ignored. Click subscribe to stand with voices that deserve to be heard. https://www.youtube.com at the Untold struggles. Sub_confirmation equals 1. Now let's get back to what happened when Amara's parents decided enough was enough. That evening, Amara's mother, Dr. Naomi Johnson, and her father, Derek, sat in their modest but warm living room, a quiet strength between them. "She failed my child," Naomi said, clutching the printed grade sheet. "After all the hours I watched her work, after all the time she stayed up till 3 a.m. soldering wires." Derek, a retired Navy mechanic, looked at his daughter. "Sweetheart, what did she say?" "She said I cheated. That people like me overreach." The silence was thunderous. Naomi's jaw tightened. "People like you." The next day, Naomi and Derek walked into Jefferson High. The office went silent. Mrs. Allen looked up from her desk as the principal, Mr. Bernard, shifted nervously. "Mrs. Allen," Naomi began firmly, "I need to see the grading rubric and the academic integrity report against my daughter." Mrs. Allen blinked. I don't have it with me." "Then you failed her without proof," Derek said, voice steady. "That's unlawful under the Education Act." But instead of apologizing, Allen doubled down. "She's making accusations now. Perhaps you should teach her some respect." Naomi's tone sharpened. Respect is earned, not demanded from the innocent. 2 weeks later, the story exploded. Naomi filed a formal complaint with the County Board of Education, backed by community leaders and parents who'd faced similar treatment. A local journalist picked it up. Black student accused of cheating on science project, without evidence. Social media caught fire. Protests gathered outside Jefferson High. The school board had no choice but to launch an investigation. When they finally reviewed the evidence, what they found was damning. Emails between Mrs. Allen and another teacher revealed she had said, "There's no way that girl did this herself. Someone must have helped her." Another message read, "If she gets away with this, every one of them will think they can too." When those lines hit the public record, the air went cold. Mrs. Allen was suspended immediately. But Amara didn't feel joy. She just felt tired, the kind of exhaustion that comes from proving your worth over and over again. Months later, Amara stood in front of the same auditorium where Mrs. Allen once belittled her. But this time, the banners were different. They read, "State Science Fair winner, Amara Johnson." She took the stage in a sleek navy dress, her project beside her, improved, perfected, shining like a spirit. The governor himself shook her hand. Her parents watched with tears in their eyes. Derek whispered, "They tried to break her." Instead, she built herself stronger. Reporters crowded the stage. "Amara, how does it feel to prove everyone wrong?" She smiled softly. "It's not about proving them wrong. It's about proving that we belong, anywhere we dream to be." Applause roared. A month after Amara's triumph, a letter arrived at the Johnson home. Jefferson County Court, Civil Division. Mrs. Allen was suing the Johnson family for defamation, claiming emotional distress. Derek stared at the papers, disbelief turning into laughter. "She's suing us now." Naomi folded the letter slowly. "Let her try." Amara walked in, calm but resolute. "They can't silence truth." Her father looked at her with pride. "Then we fight again." The screen fades to black. Text appears on screen. To be continued. Part 2. The lawsuit that shocked the state. If you stood with Amara through this struggle, hit that like button right now. Comment below what you would have done if this was your child. And don't forget to subscribe. More real-life inspired stories like this are coming your way on the Untold Struggles.